Journey of the Lost Kitten. Once there was a kitten who was born with a big happy family. One day she was playing on the side of the road with her brothers and sisters when a person grabbed her and put her in their truck. Then she ended up in a weird place called an animal shelter. But after that, a person came and got her, and they brought her home to their house. They had a little girl, and the little girl named her Oreo. The reason she got named Oreo was because she had black and white colors mixed into her fur. Yet she had originally been named Chloe. She wanted to be back with her family. The reason was because she missed her mom, dad, and her littermates. Her parents were named Molly and Pat. Also, she had two sisters named Coco, who was brown, and Milky, who was white. And she had two brothers named Bear and Teddy. Bear was a mixture of black and gray fur, and Teddy was a mixture of gray and brown fur. So one day, she thought of a plan to get back to her family. Her new owners had started letting her outside when they went places. They still had a fence around the yard, so she couldn't escape. But she was taught how to climb trees and other things like that by her dad. She was able to escape in just seconds because of how good she was at climbing. She started to run from the yard, and suddenly a dog started chasing her. So she ran and hid. She had never been in the real world, so she didn't know what to expect. Parents lived in a foreclosed home. They would use to survive the very cold nights, and also they wouldn't get caught by anyone. And she knew the person didn't take her far from her home, but she still had to retrace the way that she had come by, remembering that she had passed a few roads and signs on the way to the shelter. When she got taken away from her littermates, she was in the front by window looking the whole time around, trying to see where he was taking her, because she knew she was being taken away from her family. While she was thinking, she remembered that there was always a fire near their house, because the other people who lived near the foreclosed house would have a fire going to keep warm during the night. So she had to look for smoke in the sky. All of a sudden, she saw a sign that she had been taken past on the way to the shelter. Then she saw her parents. Then they saw her and ran to her along with her littermates. Then they lived happily ever after. The end.